Well, here's your halftime report. Here we go. Angry Jake Does Sports. Here we go. Week 2 already. I mean, are you kidding me? Could Notre Dame play a worse half of football? Are you kidding me? 9-7 at halftime against Marshall at home? Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. If you want me to be mad, I'm going to be mad now. Last week was the week where we were able to not score points. I was fine with that because Ohio State, I thought they had an improved defense. Arkansas State scores more than us, and now we can only put up a touchdown against Marshall. What are we doing? Tommy Rees has to be the most cookie-cutter vanilla play caller I have ever seen. You need to buck up. It's big boy college football. This isn't JUCO. This isn't junior high stuff. You need to get your act together. The one time you actually did give design runs to Tyler Buckner, guess what? We scored. But of course the defense crapped the bed and gave up a field goal, almost a touchdown, and probably would have been if it wasn't going to be the half. Against Marshall of all teams. Marshall, like, someone tell me where Marshall is. I know where it is. It's in West Virginia. Did you know that? I don't think so because nobody cares about Marshall. Nobody. And we're losing at halftime to them. I mean, it's just a joke. This is more than a Brian Kelly thing now. I don't know. I don't know if this is a Marcus Freeman thing. I really couldn't tell you, and I'm sorry about the shaky camera, but there's a lot that's wrong with this team. There's a lot. If you're telling me that team that they put out on the field the first half is going to make the playoffs, good luck. You need your brain checked. That is a ridiculous. I'm speechless, honestly, because we played so poorly. There were many specific things, and people who are going to say, oh, we ended on a positive note. Listen. Did you see the first half? Okay, we drove down and scored. We should have done that on the first drive. I mean, you can't be doing this against Marshall. You can't. It's just like, no. If you're a top 10 team, you can't be doing that against Marshall. The defense played okay for the most part. I think their offense was pretty good. Tommy Rees needs to get his act together. Listen, Buckner had maybe 1 or 2 bad throws. He's been solid. The O-line is pretty much sold the entire half besides 1 or 2 plays. The wide receivers, they're okay. They're nothing special to ride home about besides Michael Mayer. I mean, he's literally the only one. And I just Notre Dame, this has just always been a thing with the Irish where they can't get off to a good start. You can't just beat a team by 30 points. It's just not going to happen. You're always going to have to be stressed as an Irish fan. And I'm sure we'll find some miraculous way to win. And if we don't, I'll be the laughing stock of the town, which that might happen too. But it doesn't matter if we go out and score another 30 points. You need to start aggressive early. And they can't do that. The first 2 weeks have shown me that they can't do that. They just cannot. They're not physically capable of that. Tommy Rees is not physically capable of that. He's not physically capable of coming up with a modern-day offense that, if you watch the first half, you know how bad this team is. He can't come up with anything creative. All he has are these simple pass design and runs down the middle. That's literally it. That's all there is. And he just does it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you just want to pound your head into a wall. That's what you want to do. Almost all these guys are Brian Kelly players. And I don't know. I mean, this team, I think the players on this team are capable, talent-wise, to beat Marshall. by 30 points or 20 points or whatever to comfortably win. That's all I'm asking. A comfortable win. A comfortable win. I don't care if we give up 20. I don't care if we give up 0. I just don't want to be down halftime to a non-Power 5 team. I mean, that's just ridiculous. They're in the Sun Belt. And I know they have, and people are going to come out here with, they have a lot of transfers from Power 5 schools. I know they do. But that's going to hurt you because the perception is the name Marshall. And that's really all that matters. Like, do you think the guy that's coaching at Marshall right now, do you think that's the end goal for him to be at Marshall? I don't think so. And then also this. The fans are pathetic. Listen, if I was within a 2-3 hour radius of Notre Dame, which unfortunately I'm not. I live in New York, if you don't know. I would be going to at least 3 or 4 home games a year. What are the Notre Dame fans doing? You can't get off your couch and go to the game. I heard Marshall chants in the stands. It's sad. It's just embarrassing as a fan of this team. You love your team so much. I care so much about the well-being of the Irish. And we go out and play a promising game against Ohio State, which we could have won. But now you're losing to Marshall at halftime!